Okay, so I just want to start by going over some dates of what we have coming up. I know we went over it last meeting, but just so we're all on the same page. We currently are in the middle of the PIO that Donna is running, so we still have that going on. If you wanted to add anybody to that, you still could do that. I never feel bad to add somebody to a group that's already in session. If we don't have anything else coming up, I add them anyways. And I just go back to the beginning and tag them like from the meal plan and like the basics about how it's ran. I just go back and tag them in those. But we do have the 11th group, the Summer Strong, that's going to start on Monday. So that'll be a 30-day any program kind of group. We're going to also have Danielle and Shannon on that one is with us as well. And then I'll go over towards the end of the meeting about how we co-run groups in case either Donna, you wanted to do that, or Jamie, if you guys wanted to get on those and start with those. We'll go over that in just a minute. So we have the 60-day PIO we're in the middle of. We have the 11th, the Summer Strong, coming for 30 days. On the 18th, I'm going to do the one-day What is Coaching sneak peek event. So if you have any friends or anybody that you want to invite to find out more about coaching, what we do as a coach, that's a good thing for them to be on. Kind of just give them a backstage. We get to answer any questions or anything that they may have. A lot of people don't know what we do, and a lot of people don't know that they can do it too. Some people think they're too busy, or it's too hard, or they don't have the perfect body. But that's not what our challengers want. They don't want a perfect coach. They want to see our struggles. They want to see what we go through. So we just need to let them know of that. So it's more informational for them. Then the 25th, we'll do a Shake It Off group, which is going to be a free clean eating group. And we'll also offer them the 7-day sampler. Just so you know, if somebody's already bought a 7-day sampler from you, they won't be able to buy it again. The 7-day sampler is just a one-time offer. So for anybody who hasn't gotten Shakeology sampler before, they can order that and use that in part with our Shake It Off on the 25th. So the new coach boot camp kicked off on the 4th. So I added both Jamies to that so you guys can see and learn from our upline Shanna. She's great. And then if you sign any new coaches, especially if they're wanting to be active coaches, we're only a couple days into it, so you could still add them to that. But I wouldn't add any new coaches that you sign towards the end of the week. I think we would just inform them to start using their products, start working out, kind of thing, and wait till the next month. Only because I don't want it to be too far in where they're going to have to go back and review way too much. And then it's going to be overwhelming on top of trying to start their basic cleaning type of thing. I just try to prevent overwhelming people because that's when you'll see them give up and return their products and just not want to do anything with us. So okay, so that's what we have going on right now. I know Jamie has started her first group. It's kind of like a community thing that we did, and I think you guys are rocking it. I think it's really great. Again, I just add some of those little things about our products in there only to help you guys. Again, anybody that bites on any of it, if it's your challenger, feel free to go ahead and make this sell. I'll help you. Like I have one of yours that I'm working with now, trying to get her something worked out for her. It's all for you guys. So I just do it to kind of help you guys because my coach helped me when I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
I appreciate it because sometimes I just don't know what to say.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. I don't mind at all. So we have that going on. Okay, so now moving on to the Power Hour. So when I was a new coach, I spent a lot of time doing graphics and cute little things that were, beautiful and great, but it didn't help my business grow. It didn't help me make money, and I want to prevent that for you guys. So when you sit down to do your Power Hour, you can make those graphics, you can do all those cute things, you can think of all the cute posts that you want to make. That's fine, but I want you to move that to the bottom of your list. Because remember, that is not going to move your business forward. It's only going to stop your business. Me and Donna have done tons of things. We've learned along the way. We've made a lot of mistakes. And what we found is you have to talk a lot to people. And I'm sure you guys are seeing that now, that the talking you're doing right now may not pay off until next month. Sometimes it takes 2 months of people posting and seeing your post, seeing you be consistent, seeing what it's about, and then they buy in the future. So honestly, consistency is the key. So every single day, you need to make sure that you're drinking your shake and share about it if you can, your recipe, why you drink it, why it makes you feel good. Oh, thank goodness I had my shake, for breakfast on the go because I was just too busy or whatever it is. Make sure you're doing your personal development. So I know all of you chose a book or something to listen to as personal development. So you need to make sure you get at least 15 minutes of your personal development in. If you want to do more, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you, stick to 15 minutes and move on. And if you have time later, come back to it. Only because I don't want you guys to spend so much time on doing your daily tasks that you're not spending time with your family, or it's interrupting your life. So I say just drink your shake, do 15 minutes of personal development. If you have time later, come back to it. That's fine. Make sure you're doing your workout, even if you have to just cut it short to 15 minutes because that's all you can fit in your day. That's okay, as long as you're doing something. And you can share that. Oh my God, thank God for, I think it was one of you shared, thank God for a short workout because I could only get 15 minutes in. That's perfect. Yes, awesome. I loved it because I've done that. Like I've shared that because it lets them know that they can do it too. Even if they don't have the full 30-minute commitment, they can do it as well. So first of all, we need to be a product of the product, and that's why I say those three first, okay? Because if we're not using our own products, how are we going to help anybody else? So those are the first three things we need to do every day. The other things that we should be doing is a minimum of 3. So you want to send 3 messages, just, hey girl, send a cute little picture, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, thinking of you, just stopping by to say hi. You want those to be non-Beachbody related. So it's just a genuinely reaching out, reconnecting, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Miss you, let's get together, anything like that. So 3 hey girls, non-Beachbody related. You're also going to want to form 3 people. So if it's people you haven't talked to in a while, okay, form them. Or you can start forming the people that you're just adding to your network. So you want to make sure that you're forming 3 people a day. Again, non-Beachbody. Hi, how are you doing? I noticed that your kids play soccer. How do they like it? I was thinking of getting my kids into soccer. Something to do with them. Just try to relate. I mean, I've gone as far as I had nothing in common with somebody, and I just asked them about their hairbands because I just had nothing to say, and I was like, "Oh my God, your hairbands are so cute. Where did you get them?" Just to start a conversation, because it's hard when you don't know somebody and you're trying to start from scratch on Facebook. Another important thing is eventually you're going to go through all of your contacts. And you're going to have to branch out. So you need to be looking for 5 people to add every single day to your friends. So again, join local groups on Facebook that are around you, hobby groups that you like. Just strike up conversation with them, comment on their posts, and add them to be your friend so that you can get them as your friend on Facebook so that they're just starting to see your posts. You don't have to right away be like, oh my gosh, I'm a Beachbody coach and I want you to join this. No, you just want to add people so they can see what you're posting, and then they might be interested and you can start forming them and build relationships later. Always try to make sure that you thank them for adding you. You could always send a quick graphic if you don't have time. I'm huge with graphics because I'm so busy, where it says, thanks for the ad. I love new friends. Thanks for adding me. Or you can type out a message saying, hey, thanks for the ad. Facebook suggested we be friends. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you. So adding 5 new friends a day, because you do need more contacts because you're going to go through all the ones you have. Trust me, it'll happen. So you need to be talking to 3 people every day about inviting them to your challenge groups. I know it's super uncomfortable because you guys are new, Again, I'm going to say, invite them to your challenge groups. Our products are amazing. They're changing lives. They're saving people's lives that are unhealthy or have illnesses. So you don't have to feel bad about inviting them. It's not like you're offering them a lemon product that's not going to work for them. You never know. This could be the chance that they've been waiting for or something that they wanted. I had somebody one time where I had been talking to her for about five or 6 days. I was afraid to invite her. She was friends with another one of my friends from high school who's a Beachbody coach, and she signed with her only because my friend reached out to her before me. And I was too afraid because I was new to invite her because I didn't want to seem like, oh, I was just talking to you because I wanted to invite you. So I really held myself back. So you never know what somebody else is thinking. So just make sure that you do invite 3 people a day to our challenge groups. Also, you should be talking to 2 to 3 people a day about our coaching and what is coaching. If you see somebody in your challenge group that is just rocking it and they're doing what we already do, like I had brought up Ashley. She was doing so good, and she just honestly is great, and she would be an amazing coach. It's not right now for her because she doesn't know exactly what we're doing and it's new to her, but it doesn't mean that down the road that she won't want to. Like Shanna said, when she first signed up, she wasn't all in and with this. She waited, I think it was like 3 or 4 months before she committed and was all into this. Me as well. I was a discount coach for 2 months before I was like, oh my God, I'm a fanatic of Beachbody. I'm all in. What do I have to do? Okay, Jamie, you have a question?
I was just going to say that about adding the 5 people. I'm a part of this group called Workout 2.0, and it's got like 25 or 26,000 members.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, and I was going to say I can invite you guys to it if you'd like. There's people on there every day, asking about meal plans or something,
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'll be great. I think that would be great if you wanted to add. We just need to be careful of each other's, like stepping on each other's.
Right.
But when you go to friend them, if you truly build a relationship, if I go to friend them, I can see if we have a mutual friend. So just keep note of that, like when you're first friending them, because that's the only way we're going to know if the other person already has them. But yeah, that would be great, Jamie. And if anybody else finds groups that are that large that we can add, that would be great as well.
I know most of the Fitbit groups too. I'm only a part of one of them, but I used to be in a couple, and they have tons of members.
Oh yeah, I have one too, and I got a lot of them that did our clean eating groups, but they haven't quite. 2 or 3 of them have been talking to me for about 2 months about it, and so I assume eventually they're gonna do it as well. But yeah, those Fitbit kind of things too are really good. Or even like there's like the health ones for like, the steps or whatever that's on cell phones. There's a lot of those groups too. So those are really good ones to join. And I also suggest, like, I know he told Donna about it, but here where I live, we have like because the town near me is Escondido and then Valley Center. So we have like a Valley Center and Escondido friends and like a trading post. So you might want to search like your town and like friends and see if there's a Facebook page, because I actually advertise on those pages as well, like the same post I put on my own Beachbody page, and I've made 5 sales off of that. So, and my friend, like, who signed me up, she's in the same town, so she doesn't do it because I was the one that started with it first, so she does out of respect. So I would suggest doing that because maybe, you never know. There's more Beachbody every day. So if you're first on there, you probably have a little bit more luck.
Right.
So yeah, look for those. Okay, so back to 3 coaching. And then you want to make sure you're going on 3 people's page and liking and commenting them. That can go along with forming if you want. You can count it as the same thing. But just make sure that you're getting yourself out there and liking and commenting. Sometimes if I'm super busy, I just go to my notifications and see what friends have commented recently, and I just go straight to I'm busy. I don't have time. And if you don't have time, that's okay. And life happens. If something comes up and you can't do like your full power hour today, just know you have to double it the next day. So just try to keep that in mind. And the days that I'm off, you'll see like my Facebook, I like post like crazy, and I'm doing a lot of commenting and following up because I'm off that day. So I try to double everything I do on my days off so that I have more time. So just make sure that, and I'll type it up and post it, what I just went over again on our page. There's tons of power hours, but in the last month and a half that I've really seen a lot of success for myself, those were the things that I was doing every day. We have a thing we call Team Cup, where we group up as like 3 or 4 coaches. Beachbody does it every once in a while. And we try to get as much volume and sales and new coaches and all this in a month. And then Beachbody gives you extra prizes above and beyond what we normally get on our bonuses and prizes. And they give you like really neat like cups, sweaters, books, really cool stuff. So that when we did that, Shanna sent out kind of like a power hour to do kind of list to help you like grow your business fast. So what I was thinking is I'm going to go in a couple of days when I'm off, and I'm going to like have one laminated and send you guys one of those with like a expo. If you guys wanted to use that every day to help you guys get started, I know it helped me tremendously to kind of know what to do and stay on track, because you can also write down the names of people you were working with in case you got interrupted. You don't have to use it. All the tools I give out to you guys don't have to use, because not everything is going to work for all of you. I just try to put it there so that you guys can find your own routine, and maybe it might help you. So I'll give you guys that. And then also what Shanna did is she like made a group of like her active coaches that are like really active right underneath her. And we kind of just bounced ideas off of each other every day, or whenever we need to. Or like, hey, like this happened to me. Can you believe it? You know, like somebody went and bought from, I don't know, somebody else, you know, when you get discouraged. And I just thought it was really cool just to have like that group little quick, like on Messenger for us to bounce ideas off of each other too, versus our whole, you know, team page where we have our discount coaches too and all of that. So I'm going to make that for us as well. So that's really power hour. The scripts I'm going to post up for you guys so that you guys can see the ones I use. I've sent them to a couple of you guys already. A lot of it is just like the posts of what to say, like, hey girl, I'm starting, you know, a 30-day group. We're starting on Monday. You came to mind. Just some really cool wording that I found over all the scripts that I've searched that I have found recently has been working for me. So you guys can use it or not. You can tailor it to however you want to use it. Just make it work however it needs to work for you guys. And then I'm also working on the one for the one girl that I got out of Jamie's group. And so I'm going to screenshot it, but I'm not going to post it in the group, because if she ends up signing like as a coach, I don't want her to see that we were using her as an example. So I'm going to send it to each of you guys separately, just so you guys can see the progression, only because I've had a lot of different things come up with her conversation. So I want you guys to be able to see how I moved things around and how I changed the scripts to work to make her feel comfortable. So I'll send that to you guys once I get everything done. Probably by Saturday, I should have an answer from her. And she like is giving me crickets right now. So that's where, you know, I have my scripts that I use to try and get them to come back. So let me see if I can screen share real quick. I don't know if this is going to work. I got my new phone, so I can't. No, it doesn't look like it's going to pull up, but I'll just post on the team page the scripts that I use so you guys will have it handy. You guys can copy and paste it as well. Okay, guys. I know it's a lot. That's all I have. So do you guys have any questions or anything that you need? Thanks, guys. I love you. You guys are all doing so great.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're so welcome. And Donna, did your pack come through, Donna, yet?
Hang on just a second. Did my what?
Did the one come through the Kickstart Club that you sent out? Did she?
Yes.
Yay! Donna's the first one with Etsy points.
She's the one I told you that didn't want it to interfere with her. Yeah, so she did it last night, and then today she's like, oh my gosh, you know. So but what the deal is this girl wants to be a discount coach, and she doesn't want it to interfere with severance pay.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I've been kind of on the fence of, should I add her to our coaches group, or do I want to add her there so she can see what we're trying to do to get people to come, you know, so be like, whoa, she just used that on me, you know?
Yeah, I
So
know.
I like,
I'm on the fence too about it, like with my discount coaches, honestly, because I don't want them. But like Shanna said, you can't be always afraid of stuff like that, and you never know what people are going to do in the future. But I probably wouldn't with her, only because she's not going to want to ever sell because of her severance.
right.
So,
I think,
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I like the idea of our of doing a little group ourselves, a little chat group or whatever that you said, because then we can say those things in there. Because after I talked to you about her, I went and looked at hard hitters, and I, you know, was looking through the group to see what are we posting that I wouldn't, you know, want to just be saying, oh, look, I used a script and it's working, and all of a sudden it's like, what are they doing to me? It's like they're using, you know, it's like they're conning me or something. I don't want them to get that feeling. So I guess I think I like the chat group, so we can get intense and add things like that in there as a group that we won't want to discuss right on the team page with our discount coaches.
Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna do that, just so we can have that, so we can like kind of bounce ideas off of each other more, and kind of keep our main page more or less what's going on with the team. So that way, you know, if we have those discount coaches, that we don't have that fear. At least we have a page we can add them to. We can put them on ours. We don't have to add them to hard hitters or to goal crushers, because they do cover a lot of that. Whereas we can just put all of the, if you guys have coaches that are actively building their business, then you can add them to, you know, our chat group or whatever, and we can just go from there, so that we can bounce ideas off each other and not necessarily scare off our discount coaches.
Right.
So yeah, we'll do that. But I think everything's going really well. I think everybody's working really hard. Congratulations, Donna, for being the first coach to have it going.
You know what I got? Where I got her is one of my posts where I said, you know, calling all guys and girls or whatever, where I used that you did for our April 11th group, and I didn't even really have her on the radar, and she answered me.
That's what I'm saying. You never know. Like, don't be me and be afraid. Like, that's why I posted that one by this morning about, you know, about inviting with confidence, because that was totally me. Like, in the beginning, I was so scared.
I know.
I'm always scared to, like, especially on my Facebook, like, I have a bunch of people that I see daily and, like, I'm friends with. And, like, I don't want them to think that I'm trying to push anything on them, or, like, there's a couple people on my Facebook page that sell Unique, or it works. And, like, that's all they post. And, like, I've gotten so many messages in my inbox from the same people. And, like, I understand what they're doing, but I don't want to push people away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I try to be really creative. Sorry guys, my computer's going nuts again. That's why I try to be like really creative and come up with like little things and wordings that we can use that like is getting my message across. Like if you go back to my wall, you can see all the posts that I've made, and I just try to like center it like me, like, oh, this is what I found, or this is what happened to me. So I'm like giving my message, but not directly like shooting it out. I'm making it more about me. So I think it comes off less like I'm pushing something for other people. But then you have the ones that go to somebody else because you didn't ask. So it's like a fine thing, you know?
But, you know, and part of doing the form is so that, because the way Facebook, their, whatever you call that, their, I'm brain dead at night, algorithms, their algorithms. So you're only seeing a percentage of your friends' posts.
Exactly.
And it's posts that you're active with those people. So when you're forming, you just want to be like, oh, hey, I like your, you know, your hairband, or how are you doing? And all of a sudden they're seeing your posts that you're making on Facebook.
Exactly.
So then you put your post on Facebook, then they're seeing, oh, wow, she's kind of like exercising and, working out and eating good, so then it's not weird to say, for them to ask you even what's going on. And that's why I have that Be Fabulously Fit group,